Welcome back. On this day in history, in 1951, President Truman declared the war with Germany officially over. After all the bargaining, the partitioning of Berlin and all that amongst the Allied powers who were at odds on other issues such as communism. By 1945, the United Nations was established on this date, October 24th of that year. And in 1930, John Wayne made his movie debut in The Big Trail. John Wayne. Marion Robert Morrison was born in Iowa but moved to Southern California as a boy. He was an outstanding football player attending Southern Cal, but injuries cut short his career as an offensive lineman for the Trojans. From childhood through college football and throughout his long motion picture career, he preferred his nickname, Duke. And before he was in front of the camera as an actor, Wayne worked as a stagehand for Hollywood studios, and he really understood the film business. Although he was good for box office business throughout his motion picture career, it wasn't until almost 40 years after making his debut that John Wayne would win an Academy Award. And that's the subject of today's American Moment.
It was a night filled with stars as Hollywood came out in strength to honor its own at the 42nd Academy Awards. Nominated for Best Actor that year were Dustin Hoffman, Jon Voight, Richard Burton, Peter O'Toole, and John Wayne. Born Marion Morrison in Winterset, Iowa, even at birth, the future movie icon was breaking records, weighing in at 13 pounds. After graduating from USC on a football scholarship, this young man became an aspiring actor, changed his name to John Wayne, and the rest became box office history. A veteran of some 150 films, Wayne received his first Best Actor Award nomination in 1939 for his role in The Sands of Iwo Jima. It would take more than 3 decades later, until April 7, 1970, before the Academy honored him once again. But this time, he won the Best Actor Award for his role as a one-eyed sheriff in True Grit.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think this is a great country.
Actress Maureen O'Hara, when asked to describe her friend, summed up the man best with 3 words: John Wayne, American. You're watching An American Moment on Newsmax TV.
From history to the here and now, and it's good to have Miranda Kahn here to talk current events since she is
that was pretty
a news
cool.
correspondent.
I like
yeah, it is pretty good. Now, if you're watching the small screen instead of the big screen, the alphabet networks are saying, hey, this thing is over. Yeah. Hillary Clinton is going to win, but you say not necessarily.
Yeah, not so fast. JD, there are other indicators that show Donald Trump is doing much better than what's being reported. According to the Investors Business Daily Tracking Poll, one of the most accurate predicting polls out there, the candidates are in a dead heat at 42%. Now, combine that with early voting returns, Trump may have the advantage, actually, especially in battleground states like Florida.
We're going to win the great state of Florida, and we are going to win back the White House. We're going to win it back, folks.
Right now, polls show Secretary Hillary Clinton has maintained a lead in states like Florida. That being said, according to LifeZette, of the million votes that have been cast so far in the Sunshine State, Republicans are showing a 17,000 person advantage in returns. Plus, analysts say lower voter turnout generally benefits Trump. And as of now, LifeZette reports that more than 2 million votes still haven't been cast. And it's not just Florida. We're going to discuss other states that may turn red tonight.
And that's right. Lots of facts at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Newsmax Prime. And then again at 11.
That's right.
11 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. I'll get my time zone straight.
Hey,
all
it's
these
a lot.
numbers, you know,
it is. You've been reading a lot of poll numbers.
And the other thing is, we would be remiss if we did not bring up the latest CBS News poll. It makes Hillary fans happy. She's ahead in Florida. But again, as we've discussed, polls are just snapshots in time.
Right.
So we'll see. And we're looking forward to more than a snapshot in time at 8 Eastern.
I'll be there.
On Newsmax Prime. Thanks very much, Miranda. And before you and I part company, we've been talking somewhat about Donald Trump's Gettysburg Address, a contract with the American voter. Let's take a look back again at some of what Mr. Trump had to say.
President Lincoln served in a time of division like we've never seen before. It is my hope that we can look at his example to heal the divisions we are living through right now. We are a very divided nation. They're trying desperately to suppress my vote and the voice of the American people. As an example of the power structure I'm fighting, AT&T is buying Time Warner and thus CNN, a deal we will not approve in my administration because it's too much concentration of power in the hands of too few. The system is also rigged because Hillary Clinton should have been precluded from running for the presidency of the United States. But the FBI and the Justice Department covered up her crimes, which included lying to the FBI and Congress on numerous occasions, and included saying, I do not recall, to the FBI on 39 separate times. She recalls everything else, but 39 separate times she said, I do not recall. Well, that's a lie also. Every woman lied when they came forward to hurt my campaign. Total fabrication. The events never happened, never. All of these liars will be sued after the election is over. I am asking the American people to dream big once again. What follows is my 100-day action plan to make America great again. It's a contract between Donald J. Trump and the American voter, and it begins with bringing honesty, accountability, and change to Washington, D.C. First, a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on all members of Congress. Second, a hiring freeze on all federal employees to reduce federal workforce through attrition, exempting military, public safety, and public health. Third, a requirement that for every new federal regulation, 2 existing regulations must be eliminated. Regulations are killing our country and our jobs. We're going to cancel billions in payments to the United Nations climate change programs and use the money to fix America's water and environmental infrastructure. We're paying billions and billions and billions of dollars. We're going to fix our own environment.
Donald Trump in Gettysburg on Saturday with his own Gettysburg address. Now, chance to address you via telephone at 1-877-NEWSMAX. On the line from Las Vegas, it's Marie. Hi, Marie.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thanks. What's on your mind?
Well, I just wanted to say because well, first of all, I'm a Mexican U.S. citizen, and I'm for Trump, and it kind of angers me because I don't think he has had a fair shot in the Mexican or Hispanic shows like Univision and Telemundo.
Well, of course, now those networks, even though they speak Spanish, they're the same leftist bent as the anglicized alphabet networks. You got leftists running them, and they become an echo chamber. But you're evidence, Marie, of what I call the myth of the monolith, the notion that if you are of Hispanic heritage or have a Hispanic last name, you're instantly for open borders. That's not true. I think Trump has pretty good support despite that lack of coverage. What say you? What do you hear from your friends and neighbors, Marie? We got about 20 seconds.
Okay, first of all, I'm afraid to speak my who I'm voting for, like Trump. I support him. Or if I say anything about Hillary to dispute anything they're saying, they come at me really viciously.
Well, I'm glad you got in touch with us, and it's interesting, kind of a hostile atmosphere out there. But we appreciate the fact you've got a right to say what you want to say. Betsy McCoy and Michael Reagan plus Diamond and Silk tonight on Newsmax Prime at 8 Eastern. See you back here at 1 tomorrow. Thanks for watching.